So I think we need to have a talk about Nerd Block. So this is a video, and this is an announcement that I never thought that I would actually make. I'm blustery. I admit it. That's just part of being a fat, middle-aged white dude. For years, I have been concluding boxing videos and saying that if I don't see quality improve, I am going to cut the block. I kind of want to say that I say that in the same way that you see young mothers who kind of want to be best buddies with their kids. When the child is acting out in the supermarket, they'll kind of start saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, knowing that eventually the kid will step in line and not be punished. That's kind of the vein in which I was making those threats. But God damn it, I finally canceled all of my Nerd Block subscriptions. The only other time I have canceled any of these subs, at least for my Geek series, was when Sci-Fi Block came out, and Sci-Fi Block started sucking. Sci-Fi Block was sucking hard. I offered, the videos up on their social media. It's like, here's your problem. Please watch this. And they didn't. And eventually the Sci-Fi Block sub-brand at least blocked me from participating on their Facebook page, which made it very easy to not renew that when the 6-month subscription ended. But I kept going on with Nerd Block Classic. I kept going on with originally Arcade Block, and when they forked that out into the 2 Gamer Block sub-brands, which is one of the things that we're going to talk about here in a bit, I stuck around. Yes, I would get crappy Nerd Block Classics. I would get crappy Gamer Blocks, but, and I would say it's like, if I don't see the quality going up, I'm probably going to kill these blocks. I really didn't mean it. But then June happened, and I'm kind of in the position where I need to cancel these blocks because, frankly, I think that if I pay them money, I'm probably not going to see an original block. So let's talk about that. So I think the big thing that Nerd Block is dancing around and really doesn't want to tell everybody is that they're running into cash problems. If we kind of put the pieces together that I'm going to try to put together in this video, you'll see the pattern fall into place. Recall that I believe it was April, early last year, or maybe even at the end of 2015, Nerd Block started a promotion where when you got one of their products, they had inside, originally it was a $10 shirt punch promo card that you would go in and get the shirt for free, pay the shipping, and on the back of it was a picture puzzle, kind of like the old Topps sticker puzzle cards, for those of you who are old enough to remember those days. And the idea was if you put all 9 pieces together and you got the puzzle put together, you would be able to send it in and get a $100 shirt punch credit. Well, eventually, around April, maybe March of this past year, people started getting those puzzles all filled out. And eventually, Nerd Block realized that because they promised the promotion, because they put it in writing, they had to follow through and actually own up to it. So they sent out they sent out an email to the subscribers, basically saying, if you filled out if you filled out all 9 pieces, here's what you do: mail in the pieces to this address. Give us the address that you use for your Shirt Punch account, and we will credit you with a gift certificate. So as I recall, I got mine around the beginning of May. So imagine, if you will, the beginning of May, all of their subscribers who have been saving these cards get their $100 gift credits and suddenly start to hit the site. So you have people who are making lots of purchases on Shirt Punch, but the purchases are really pulling off from this Vapor account that actually doesn't have money in it, because they're gift cards, they're gift certificates. So shirts are going out, money is not coming in. So problem number 1, One of the big issues that I've constantly had is this decline in quality. And again, for those of us who are NerdBlock Classic customers, we kind of saw the preview of June happen a few months ago with the Deadpool shot glasses. Remember, I don't have it on my desk, unfortunately, but remember a few months ago, we got an email from NerdBlock basically saying, hey, listen, you're going to see a product that is different than what you're going to see in the magazine because the acrylic shot glasses that we got look like crap. And they included a picture of the acrylic shot glasses, and they indeed look like crap. Now, admittedly, at least I got a very cool Doctor Strange tumbler out of it. And looking at some of the other unboxers, they got different Marvel licenses. But again, it was a really, really nice highball tumbler. But I say that because we kind of see this, the seeds of NerdBlock lowballing the goods that they are sourcing. Again, acrylic is not what I would call high quality. If you're sending me an acrylic shot glass, acrylic shot glasses are what I get when I go out to the bar and a liquor company is there trying to push their goods. They just give you like a cheap acrylic shot glass as kind of a little souvenir and something to drink out of for the night. This is not what I would consider high quality by any stretch of the imagination. But what we saw was NerdBlock in this position where they had to scramble to find a substitute and put those substitute tumblers in there because they had the magazine printed up. But again, I think what we're seeing here is the beginning of this theme of NerdBlock global sourcing materials, and in that case, they got bit in the ass for it. So that kind of sets up the position. You have on one side, NerdBlock is basically going as cheap and crappy as they can on the materials that they're putting in the block. On the other side, you now have all of the NerdBlock customers basically zerging Shirt Punch with these $100 gift certificates each. So people are ordering the shirts, and the shirts aren't getting produced. And people are ordering the shirts, and the shirts aren't getting produced. Well, by the end of June, people are starting to go on to social media, and they're saying, wait a minute, I've got this order from back in May. Now, admittedly, I've been a Shirt Punch customer for years. There was always a little bit of a lead time between when it appeared on the website and when it actually went out, usually anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. But now, by the middle of June, you have people who are realizing that they're not getting their shirts. And by the end of June and the beginning of July, they're going to social media and basically saying, hey, listen, I paid for this either in cash or I paid for this with the gift certificate that I got because I was one of your customers and I followed through with this promotion. And you kind of have to follow through and give us what we were promised for this promotion. We're not seeing the shirts. The first kind of red flag really hit on July 14th. July 14th, Shirt Punch sent a letter out to all of their customers. Dear valued Shirt Punch customer, we'd like to take a moment to address some of the changes you've seen recently with Shirt Punch. We understand your frustrations and want you to know that we hear you loud and clear. You deserve awesome product, outstanding customer service, and timely shipping, and we just haven't been able to meet your expectation and our standards for the last little while, 2 months. You also deserve an explanation. Multiple supply chain issues have made it difficult for us to print and ship our daily deals and gallery t-shirts. This is incredibly frustrating for us, and we are disappointed about how it has impacted our customers. Trust us when we say that we are working flat out to fix these issues as fast as possible. We are determined to get back to providing the cool designs that we all love. I can't reach out too much farther. Until then, we are not offering additional daily shirts for sale until this backlog is cleared. Instead, we have been offering deals on fun product that we do have in stock and can deliver right away. Now, here's the thing. This is pure bullshit. Pure, unadulterated bullshit. We can't get the t-shirts. Really? Seriously, guys? I can name you 8 fucking places where you could buy t-shirts and get the damn shirts printed. Here's what it comes down to. You don't have the money to pay for the t-shirts to get the t-shirts printed. That's the problem. If you're waiting on an outstanding t-shirt order, please know that we will start processing today. Outstanding shirt orders will print and ship in chronological order based on when orders were received. We expect the backlog of shirt orders will be cleared by early August. Then and only then will we return with a new format for our awesome daily deal designs. Right now, I can go to Shirt Punch's website and I can see that they are once again selling fucking t-shirts. It is now July 21st. They are back in business. Now, what they were doing, and Shirt Punches want to do this, when they make materials or they source materials for Nerd Block, Horror Block, Comic Block, Gamer Block E, Gamer Block N, Nerd Block Boys Jr., Nerd Block Girls Jr., Doctor Who Block, Sci-Fi Block. Do we see part of the problem here? They always have excess materials. And sometimes Shirt Punch will put excess materials up. Usually they'll put 4 shirts up a day. The first one is kind of a bundle. So, you get the shirt plus some kind of a little goodie that they throw in. So what they were doing was they were just trying to flush the stock. Now, they couldn't flush all the stock, and we'll talk about why in just a few minutes. But they were starting to flush the stock. So instead of putting up t-shirts for sale, they're going into the warehouse and saying, what do we have a shit ton of? Let's go ahead and put this on Shirt Punch for the day. Now, again, as I speak to you, it is now July 21st, and they are back to selling shirts. We'd like to thank our vendors for their patience and support in helping us resolve the issues and get rolling again. We'll have the money, we swear. Please send us shirts so we can print on them. We'd also like to thank you, our customers, for your feedback over the past few weeks. Okay, that, again, unadulterated bullshit. I have had Nerd Block as a hashtag on my on my Twitter feed for like the last week now, and every day 30 to 40 entries, and they are not responding. Now, they have what looks like an automated script that every 6 hours or so post something to the Nerd Block feed. And I can only assume that it posts over to the subsidiary feeds. But they are not actively engaging their customers on this. If you take a look, go to their Facebook page. Their Facebook page is just like rife with people. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? And you don't have Nerd Block coming in and saying, oh yeah, our bad. Here's why. But we'll talk about that in just a second. In terms of customer communication, the Shirt Punch team is working diligently to respond to the increased volume of service inquiries, but the influx of emails is greater than we can handle at this time. We are responding as soon as we can in chronological order. Bullshit. Again, bullshit. This is somebody who's kind of coming with a little bit of a business background. If you have an emergency, you put people on it. Customer satisfaction, customer service is top-notch, because without your customers, Nerd Block, you don't have a business. Simple. I could go into any high school business class and ask that question. What is the one thing that a business needs to succeed? Customers. And right now, you are hemorrhaging them like crazy. If you have people in queue who are waiting to hear from you, you dive on it and you get people on the issue. Waiting as long as people are to hear from you, no, that's unacceptable. Having people kind of holding out on Twitter, social media, maybe hoping that you'll respond to them, no, absolutely unacceptable. If you have any suggestions or improvement you'd like to see beyond fixing our current issues, please feel free to contact our team. Now, if you are an old viewer of my channel, you have seen me say again and again and again, Nerd Block, here are your problems. You are overextending. You are putting out way too much crap. In other words, the crap to quality ratio is just off the chain. You are putting out too many products. You're being too aggressive in your expansion. You're not taking care of your core products and making sure that they are stable and living before you move on to something else. You know, the fact that one of the announcements that they made was they have suspended, canceled Valor Block, which was really probably just one of the most egregious and pandering products that this company has put out. Now, I say this, my father-in-law is military, you know, but we have had in society this idea of where we think that by pandering to the military, we are somehow helping them. You know, never mind, you know, the best way to pander to your military is not to put them in harm's way. But, you know, that was Bush and Company a decade and a half ago now. You know, that we can't do a thing about. Another way that you can actually help your military is when our men and women come back from being in harm's way, you have social services there ready. You have mental health. You have physical rehabilitation. We send these men and women over to get broken, and there's nothing to help fix them when they come back. So I say that because it's kind of become hip, you know, to look at the military and say, thank you for your service. And most people don't even know why. It's just kind of like, you know, I always, when I used to teach communication, I would tell my students, if you really want to screw with someone, when they pass you on the street, modify the social script. So in other words, two people pass, hey, how you doing? Stop them and say, well, you know, I'm actually having a pretty good day. And watch the shock on their face. Lots of us, hey, how you doing? I'm good. Just keep passing by. Hey, how you doing? Well, things kind of suck right now. You've thrown them off the script. They don't know how to respond. And I think right now in society, it's the script. Thank you for your service. Well, what are you thanking them for? You know, do you know what they've been through? So I say that because Nerd Block, because they apparently couldn't put out enough blocks, they decided to put out Valor Block, which was a military-themed block. And I've said it. I've had friends who are former military. I had students when I was teaching communication who were former military, and you know, one of the essays that they had to write was a reflective memoir, and they wrote some they were amazing, but like harrowing stories about being in Afghanistan, like especially in the mid-2000s, like 2004, 2005, 2006, when that first wave that went over to Afghanistan came back to the United States. They wrote some essays that just tore me the fuck up. And I wasn't even a direct participant, but just reading about some of the things, man. I had this one dude who was he was a field paramedic, and just the essay he wrote still haunts the living hell out of me. You know, so I say that because, you know, this idea, you know, we sit around, you know, thank you for your service. It's lip service. And, you know, here comes Nerd Block putting out the ultimate in lip service, this Valor Block. And Jesus Christ, I've gotten on a rant. Anyway, they suspended that block. So let's kind of pull back here and get on focus. So Shirt Punch suspends daily operations, at least long enough to put out a statement saying, yeah, we know there's a problem. We're taking your money. We're not giving you anything for it. And they're still not, although they're back up taking more money and putting more things out. So that was one of the fires going. And then June comes and goes, and nobody gets their blocks. Nerd Block Classic didn't come. My Gamer Block, E for Everyone, didn't come. So finally, in the middle of July, Nerd Block Classic arrives. And you saw the video. You know, the one thing that I want you to understand about the unboxing videos that I make is, A, I pay for the box. So, you know, in other words, you know, what you are getting is my reaction to spending $20 to $30 on the material in that box. B, I try to go into a social media blackout with regards to the particular product that I'm unboxing, because I want you to see the reaction as being authentic. So in other words, you know, I'm filming this from another computer, but when I look over and I open that box for the first time, and that look on my face, that's genuine. I try to avoid friends that I know subscribe to the products. I try to avoid the social media feeds because I want people to see that kind of authentic reaction when I open these up and I take a look at them. So you saw that June video, that was beyond disappointing. Now, for a couple of reasons. For one, on the original pass-through, when I was kind of looking through and I saw, the scratched-up Wonder Woman acrylic clock, and, again, NerdBlock should know this. Acrylic sucks because they just had to replace 2 months earlier the acrylic shot glasses because, again, the acrylic sucks. But apparently, maybe they put this in production. Maybe they didn't have somebody on staff who has actually interacted with acrylic products. I don't know, and I will never know. But the clock was crap. The little bombshells statue was okay. The keychain was okay. The street style art, again, okay. And the t-shirts, again, okay. Overall, the block was exceptionally disappointing. But then I kind of started going out and I started watching other unboxing videos because, once I post mine, I own it. I'm a little narcissistic. I'm a little egotistical. I'm making unboxing videos. I want to see what other people are doing. More importantly, I want to see how other people are reacting. I've had people say, for years, Panda, you're just grumpy. You're just mean. You're unhappy. You're out of sync. So usually once I do an unboxing video and I get it posted, I'll kind of decompress by watching other people's unboxings just to kind of see if I was on the mark. Because, there have been some times where I've done an unboxing and, my thought in retrospect was, maybe I was kind of in a bad mood that day. Maybe I was a little harsh. And then I started noticing every June NerdBlock unboxing was the same thing. Just crap-tastic shit show in cardboard. So I'm an academic. I make my living by doing research. And I decided to start doing some research. So first of all, I went back to my email. And I found that they had sent out about a week, 2 weeks before, they had sent out an email to the subscribers. Dear loyal NerdBlock subscriber, we thank you for your patience as our team work hard to get your June block to you. We understand that delays can be frustrating and sincerely apologize for any inconvenience. To expedite the shipping process and reduce any further delay, we have replaced your monthly magazine with a digital postcard. All right, so that is important to know. We have replaced the monthly magazine. In other words, they printed the magazine, they ordered the product, they slated the product. So to view your block's postcard, visit, and there's the URL. Now, the next paragraph is kind of a big old bundle of what the fuck do you think I'm drinking, or how fucking stupid do you think I am? A portion of our customers received an earlier version of June's magazine featuring some of the product impacted by our recent delays. We apologize for this and assure you that the items in your June box are correct. We are working to get these awesome items in future blocks, so stay tuned. Thank you again for being a loyal NerdBlock fan. So, suddenly, things seem a little more... It's clear that something is going on. And I kind of take a look through the... I look through the magazine again. The two big items... the t-shirt and the book. So, I kind of start watching some of the other unboxing videos. Now, let's remember a couple things here. The theme of this box was kick-ass women. So that's female character-centered box. I have no problem with that. If you watch back to some of my unboxing videos a few months ago, you will see me just like gush and pontificate on my childhood gay boy innocent crush on Wonder Woman when I was a kid. And I would have loved the theme. And like the very first unboxing video I got was a woman who opened her box, and again, big picture here. She opens her box and gets an Uncle Scrooge t-shirt. Yes, this t-shirt. Now, that begs multiple questions. So the big thing was, I as soon as I saw that, I knew something was wrong. So something is like catastrophically wrong with this company, because I bought this shirt on Shirt Punch back in April. I think this was actually like the first shirt that I bought when I got that $100 gift card. They had two really awesome DuckTales designs up there, and I picked up both of them. So now it's kind of like something really stinks in Denmark at this point in time. And I started digging deeper, and this is what I was able to find out. So first of all, in the big picture, the shirts, and again, kick-ass women. I guess in the big picture, I kind of got lucky. I'm not a huge Scott Pilgrim fan, but Ramona versus the Universe, it at least has a kick-ass woman on it. Uncle Scrooge, unless there's something you're not telling us, Uncle Scrooge is not a kick-ass woman. A kick-ass duck with a Scottish accent, sure, but that's kind of a thin theme to support. That's a really narrow vertical for a whole box. So some people got the Scrooge McDuck shirt. One of the big ones that I saw was Jay and Silent Bob. Now, once upon a time, I had actually gotten the specific design that people had gotten. It was Jay and Silent Bob dressed up as Batman. Unfortunately, could not find it on my shelves, but still, you get the idea. Jay and Silent Bob. How again does this fit our theme of kick-ass women? No idea. So, some people got the Scrooge shirt, some people got Ramona, some people got Jay and Silent Bob, some people got an old indie, well, I guess independent publisher comic, I want to say Acclaim or Valiant, that had a woman on it. So it kind of fits the theme, I guess. Hey, it's a woman, why not? Doesn't, didn't fit the theme. One of the other common shirts I saw people getting was one of the women who unboxed hers it was an old Shirt Punch design of Nightmare Before Christmas with like Jack Skellington getting hit by the DeLorean and Marty McFly is hanging underneath it. Another one had something to do with like a pug and pizza. And another one, and this is just, god damn, the surf shop from the film Point Break. Point Break, a film about men who fucking rob banks and the man from the FBI who infiltrates to try and bust them. How, again, is this fitting our theme of kick-ass women? This, for example, is a design that was on shirtpunch.com. It actually ran the weekend that the film opened back in 2016. And it kind of exists in their stable of print-on-demand designs. I am absolutely sure that they probably had excess of these that they could have put in the boxes. But, the T-shirts, like I said, the T-shirt was kind of the first big something is amiss here, something is going on moment. The clock, we've already talked about. The clock was cheap acrylic. Somebody at NerdBlock should have known better that acrylic is crap. Because if anything else, they learned their lesson just 2 months earlier with those shot glasses. And like I said, nobody apparently did any quality control before they actually put them in the boxes. If you watch the video that I made, the paint on the acrylic is all scratched all to hell. Another person who I saw do an unboxing, their clock didn't even have a base to it. And again, the base was kind of shitty. It didn't even snap in place. You're just kind of depending on gravity to hold it there for you. Let's move on to the next big point of concern that, again, I'm kind of building up, bear with me here, folks. I'm doing this for a reason, the whole June block. So the little bombshells, I found out by watching other unboxing videos and having some people interact with me on my channel. That was surplus material from Comic Block several months ago. I actually saw one of the videos, a guy who subscribed to both Comic Block and Nerd Block. He even specifically said, I got one of these. I got the exact same variant. Why do I need two? The keychain. Again, if you've watched these videos in the past, one of the things that you've seen me constantly rail about is the fact that Nerd Block will buy surplus product for their stuff. And what I found out was the Bombshells keychains were available in retail channels in 2015, which explains why nobody had a Harley Quinn. Every video that I saw was usually Supergirl or Wonder Woman. And I even had a few people saying, I never get lucky with these. I never get Harley. Well, yeah, because everybody bought the Harleys in retail. Once retailers kind of took them off the shelves and shipped them back, the manufacturer had this giant box of Supergirls, Wonder Woman, and I think Catwoman was the other one. But everybody bought the Harleys because Harley is the popular character right now. But again, we see this theme where really, to kind of put this into perspective, and we'll talk about this in just a second. This is the scraps box. There is nothing original in this box. Everything came, okay, the Wonder Woman clock, but again, the Wonder Woman clock was cheap. But everything else in this box came from somewhere else. Even the art print was completely recycled material. Absolutely nothing original for this box. If you recall, when I did the original unboxing, I was kind of at a loss for who a lot of the characters were, and afterwards kind of went up and did some research on Tomoken. And what I found was, when I went to Tomoken, look at this. Does this look familiar at all? Have we seen this somewhere? This was a print that they designed and released in October of 2016. This is the original for Nerd Block. Now, look at it closer. Anything there that we don't have, or anything not there that we have? All they did was they had someone at Tomoken quickly go in and put the image of Mira in on this. So in other words, she was kind of, I guess, a last-minute piece that they did in this series that didn't make the print. That is it. And again, the bigger issue, and I'm going to raise a stink about it because a stink needs to be raised, is the whole idea. The theme of this box is kick-ass women. The theme of this box is about celebrating the female heroes that we love. What the fuck were you thinking, Nerd Block, by incorporating a print that had Barbara Gordon, who has a complicated backstory to begin with, that wasn't helped by the Killing Joke movie, that is now further not helped by including this piece of art with the words, "I heart dick" on it. Now, I get it. Oh, Grayson is her boyfriend and a longtime love interest. Okay, I get that in the big picture. But again, what the fuck were we thinking with this image? How is that female empowerment? Why could it not be, I love Robin? Seriously, help me understand that. Why Dick? I don't get it. So, there we go. The entire June nerd block was all recycled material. Yes, they printed the Tomoken street style prints. Okay, good for them. They had the money for that, but there was nothing original about that. There was nothing that was actually created for nerd block for that particular product. The t-shirts are all just surplus t-shirts. You know, when they say, oh, mystery shirt, you know, we've seen these for sale on Shirt Punch. That's how they flush surplus stocks. Mystery t-shirts. You don't know what you're going to get. In this case, we didn't know what we were going to get. The keychain were available for sale 2 years ago. I could have walked into any goddamn comic shop, and if I wanted the Harley Quinn, I could have bought one. The little bombshells were previously they were Nerdblock exclusives, yes, for their Comic Block line, which meant that if you subscribed to Comic Block, you already got one. So in other words, they have this whole bin of surplus material. They have no money to buy material to put in the boxes, so they're just going to take some of this, put it in there, and hope that we are too stupid to realize that. And then, on top of that, they're going to send us an email where they're going to say, well, you know, we substituted some things in that we couldn't get. And by the way, your magazine was misprinted. Oh, wait, sorry, Rocket. Your magazine was misprinted. It wasn't misprinted. Who the fuck do you think that you're dealing with here? Are we that stupid? You didn't have the money to pay for the book. I would bet dollars to donuts. That was what it came down to. You didn't have the money to pay for the book. You didn't have the money to buy the t-shirts to print the Women of the Galaxy shirt that was supposed to go in the box. So here you are. It's the middle of June. You've lost all this money from the Shirt Punch promotion because you've moved all this product out that you're not getting any money coming in from because everybody has cashed in their certificates. And now you can't pay the printer for the Wishful Drinking book, and you don't have t-shirts left to print for the Women of the Galaxy t-shirt. So what do? Well, let's just look what we have in the warehouse and put some stuff in, and we'll print up a postcard, and we'll tell the customers that there was a print error in the catalog. Fucking really? Are we supposed to be that fucking stupid? The catalog was printed probably 2 months ago. This material was slated to be produced almost 2 months ago. And I am absolutely sure that somewhere on a ship or in a warehouse, there is a pallet or several pallets of copies of Wishful Drinking that were supposed to go in the book. In the box. So you really think that by telling us, oh, hey, there was a typo in the catalog. This isn't like Birchbox a couple years ago sending out the template for their monthly insert card. This is you producing the material, publicizing the material, promising the material, and then failing to deliver because you can't pay your vendors. So right when we think it can't get bad enough, then all the YouTube channels are filling up with unboxings from GamerBlock Rated M. And it's the exact same thing. You look in the comment section, well, the Call of Duty shot glasses came from this particular box this particular month. This thing came from this particular box this month. This came from this box this month. What the fuck is this shirt doing in here? How does this fit in with the box? I even went and took a look in the, so when they sent out that postcard, it sends you to a web page, and the web page has a listing of all of the misprinted catalogs. Because apparently if you're pushing out 6 boxes, somebody was asleep at the wheel and let 6 magazines go to print with bad product inside. So I went ahead and I took a look at the shit-tastic box that is going to be coming to me for GamerBlock rated E, and god damn if there's not some stuff that I haven't seen here before. So the first thing that we have, or at least that I should be expecting, is this Donkey Kong water bottle, which they bill as an exclusive. I don't know if this is new. I don't know if this is old stuff that they've pulled off the shelf. You know, I didn't start subscribing to Arcade Block until about 2 years ago. So if I have any of the old schoolers who are Arcade Blockers, please, by all means, let me know if this has appeared in a previous box, say 2014, 2015. But I'm scrolling down. So if we take a look, hey, look at this. Another mystery shirt. Gee, I wonder what that's going to look like. You know, just a random shirt that they have in my size that they throw into the box. These wall decals, a Minecraft Steve figure. Again, someone let me know if you've seen this in another Nerd Block product. I would genuinely like to know that. But look at these 2 bonus items. The fucking salt and pepper shakers came in a Nerd Block, I believe it was like 2015. And they have been trying to get rid of these damn things ever since. They put them up on Shirt Punch once upon a time as a free promo. You know, I always talked about that first one on the left-hand side, the Shirt Plus item. They tried moving them out there. They've tried selling them. They just can't get rid of them. So what are they going to do? They're going to put it in the Gamer Block E for everyone. Because, yes, I need a second salt and pepper shaker in my house. The keychain, again, they put that keychain in another box several years ago. You know, I'm kind of at a loss, but, you know, since I'm at this postcards page, I kind of want to look through and just see how much overlap, or in other words, how much shit they are pulling out of the warehouse to try and basically pad these boxes because they can't buy shit to put in it. So if we take a look over at now Sci-Fan Block, used to be called Sci-Fi Block. Look at this. If you've watched any of my past videos, or if you're familiar with any of the boxes that they've put out, have we seen that Goonies map before? Like, have we seen that Goonies map anytime in like the last 6 months? What about the Duratan plush? I could have sworn that I got an identical Duratan plush like that when the Warcraft movie came out. Because that was the whole idea. It was supposed to be swag to get us to go out and see the movie. So if we switch over to the Nerd Block Junior box for boys. God, again, I'm having, what's that word? Deja vu? That Green Ranger water bottle. Where have I seen that before? The Connects Super Mario. Didn't I pull that out in a Gamer Block E for Everyone unboxing a few months ago and have a radical moment of squee because I pulled the Bowser click? Those clickors, man, they have been trying to get rid of those goddamn things since 2014. I got 2 of those in the very first Nerd Block that I got. And if we take a look over at the Nerd Block for girls, Nerd Block Junior for girls, again, Green Ranger water bottle? Tell me how the Green Ranger is femininely identified. Like, you know, I would, if it was a Pink Ranger, maybe. But seriously, you know, of course we know the answer. I'm being facetious. You know, if we take a look, there's another one of those clickors. And the Stay Puft plush. I forgot to mention that on the boys block. The Stay Puft plush. I got that in a box. So now they're pushing that out in 2 of their boxes. You know, and again, we have to ask, you know, some of the stuff in the boys block, you know, yeah, I could see how that could be a fit, but, you know, a fit. But, like, for a girl, the Green Power Ranger, Plants vs. Zombies, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So it's pretty clear what we're seeing here. At this point in time, NerdBlock is cash strapped. NerdBlock is probably going downhill fast. The fact that they are pulling reserves just to get blocks out the door does not make me feel confident about this company. And really, it kind of brings out a big ethical issue. The shirts that we're supposed to get in the boxes, these are supposed to be exclusives. The exclusives that come in the boxes, they're supposed to be exclusives for those boxes, not to go into the big pool of all things NerdBlock to kind of go out to the other sub boxes. Unfortunately, this is kind of putting me in an awkward position. I genuinely think that NerdBlock is cash strapped to the point where it is no longer safe to have any kind of subscription with them whatsoever. Unfortunately, I have 3 months left on my GamerBlock E for Everyone subscription. I cannot get my money back on that, I don't think. But I went in earlier this week and I canceled my Classic. And when I canceled my Classic, they want to do everything they can to save you. And by the way, this is something that I learned. If you are a thrifty subscriber, and if NerdBlock ever gets their shit together, apparently I did not learn this, but if you want to get a 25% off coupon, cancel, because they will do everything they can to keep you on. But nonetheless, I canceled, and in my cancellation form, I wanted to hear from someone from customer service. In particular, I want the book, and I want the Women of the Galaxy t-shirt. And NerdBlock will not get another dime from me until I get those two items, as well as a huge apology. And I'm really to the point where I want a damn replacement box for June. I think NerdBlock, if you really want to make right, and provided you can keep enough cash to stay solvent and keep going through, I really think that the best thing that you can do in this situation would be to put together a giant "we're sorry, we fucked up" block of all original material, stuff that hasn't been cobbled from subsidiary products or companion boxes. Again, you're losing people. And the problem is you are now in a death spiral. Yes, unfortunately, I do mean death spiral. Even now in the last 4 hours since I've checked Twitter, there are 12 new results, and I can almost guarantee you that if I click on this, NerdBlock is becoming scam block, taking money but not sending goods, no way to contact them, yet advertising keeps being the best. They'll never tell what really happened. Their story is they ran into issues with their suppliers, but it's all their blocks. What's up with the repeat items in my Gamer E-block? Yeah, boy, preview mode. Got a shirt, and I had the COD shot glasses. So, at this point in time, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to tell you, NerdBlock. I have been saying this for 2 years now. You're overextending. You're putting out too many blocks. You're being too aggressive. Focus on your core product. And you're now in a position where you can't pay your vendors. You can't get shirts to run Shirt Punch, even though apparently you are now offering new shirts for sale. I've just looked at my account. Shirts that I ordered and paid for back in May have yet to be fulfilled. So we're talking about over 2 months ago. You have now put out this lie that all of the catalogs, all of the magazines for June were misprinted. When I received the reply back 3 days later from customer service about my cancellation, pro tip, if someone tells you they're canceling, you prioritize that communication. If someone actually cancels, that should be a same hour follow back. You do not let someone cancel and then walk away. You chase them like you are the lead in a rom-com, doing everything you can to get them to come back to you. However, this is the current myth that we're seeing from NerdBlock. This is from Suzanne, dated 21 July 12/22 EDT. I can confirm that your classic block has been successfully canceled. Damn right, because if you build me again, we would have a problem. A portion of our customers received the incorrect magazine featuring some of the products impacted by our recent delays. To apologize for this and assure you the items in your June block are correct, you can view the correct items here. Yeah, I saw all the rehashed shit that you put in the boxes. Now, one of the final questions, this email has me wondering if anyone got the correct June box. If you got a correct June box, I'd like to hear it, because this should have been, I didn't even think about it, this should have been the first red flag. If you go back and you look at that unboxing video, how is the box different? Remember when NerdBlock switched over? They redid all their box designs, including Arcade Block, which I thought was fucking fantastic. Arcade Block looked like an old school NES. But they switched out. They went to all black blocks with a color stripe designating the line. The block that I got for June was an old NerdBlock box. So here's what that tells me. This company is so strapped for cash that they can't even order boxes to put the product in. If they had to tap old design boxes to get the June boxes out, that tells me that they don't have money to order restocks on boxes for July, for August, for September. So, unfortunately, NerdBlock, I think the party's over. You know, the fact that you are now blocking people on social media, your customers who have paid you money, who have legitimate questions about their product, you are blocking them instead of dealing with them. You are not coming forward with any details. You are not giving us anything with regards to the June blocks. You know, not even those of you who ordered will send you the material. Unfortunately, at this point in time, I have canceled my NerdBlock Classic. I have canceled my Gamer Block, and I can only encourage anyone else watching this to cancel. Do not put in multi-month subscriptions. Make sure that your renewals are turned off, because I have a sneaking suspicion that probably by October or November, this company is not going to exist anymore. You know, and one thing that I know from bankruptcy law is when a company goes bankrupt, the customers are the last people to get anything that is left. And I can guarantee you, if NerdBlock is scavenging pre-existing materials to put in the box just to make the box full out, they probably don't have a lot to begin with. So I guess kind of the whole post-mortem on this situation. So I guess if anything, this is kind of our whole post-mortem from the NerdBlock situation. And this is something that other unboxings, that other box subscription companies absolutely need to pay attention to. Quality matters, customer service matters, material matters. You know, again, for over 2 years now, a lot of the content that I've been doing with regards to NerdBlock products, I've talked about the declining quality and content. You know, the stuff coming out, not a lot of imagination, not a lot of good stuff, stuff that's coming off the shelves. And I've gone to social media, Facebook, Twitter, linking the videos, and they just couldn't be bothered to watch. They couldn't be bothered to engage their customers. Meanwhile, I have people coming to my chapter. I'm sorry. I have people coming to my channel, and they're watching the videos, and they're saying, you know, that NerdBlock Classic this month looks kind of shitty. That Arcade Block looks kind of shitty. Oh my God, Sci-Fi Block, what a colossal mess. If you are a box subscription company and your customers come to you with feedback, you've got to pay attention to it. I understand that geek culture is in right now as we speak. San Diego Comic-Con is happening. Yes, I am that old. I still refer to it as SDCC. But I understand geek culture is blown up. Geek culture is big. There is money in geek culture. However, we are not nerdy ATMs for you to tap at will. And again, I think what we're seeing right now with NerdBlock is their lack of customer service is really what's accelerating this death spiral. The fact that they have blocked me from social media. When I was doing reviews of Sci-Fi Blog and I was unhappy with the service, they prevented me from posting on their page. The fact that I'm now seeing people on Twitter mention the fact that NerdBlock has blocked them from posting comments. You can't put your head in the soil and say, la, 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 they'll go away. They won't go away. If you take our money and you don't give us the stuff that you promise in exchange for our money, we're not going to go away. And, I think if anything, that is the big lesson that we can take away from NerdBlock as a company. Again, I'll go on record. I think this company will fold. I think this company will be gone by the end of 2017. I do not think they're going to survive the year. As it stands right now, the tide of public opinion, it's reached the point where it's just snowballing. In the time that I made this video, 2 more results on Twitter. And again, I can guarantee you that they are not going to be happy customers. I think NerdBlock has kind of reached the point of no return. I think that customers are going to continue to cancel. I think customers are going to continue to bail to the point where they go under. And if someone buys them up and tries to relaunch the service, very simple. Start small, focus on quality, focus on your core product, focus on your customers. Because if you don't have customers, you don't have money. And right now, that's your problem, NerdBlock. You don't have customers, you don't have money. And just for the record, I have showcased more kick-ass women in this video than you did in the block that you devoted to them, NerdBlock. Shame on you.